Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen. Hip Hop Mike and the Instagram Auntie live on Station Head. Shout out to my man Josh on the camera. And we have a special guest in the building. Auntie, should I do the honors? You want to do the honors? What's
You
up?
go first.
Ohana Bam is in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, bro? Welcome
What up,
back.
my guy? Good to see you, brother.
Thank you
As
so
always.
much. Yo, I appreciate you coming through. I know you busy as hell. Hang on, let me calm down. I'm playing so many records right now. I line them all up. Instagram Auntie. This is the first interview we're doing together. It's Auntie's first interview, so bear with us.
I'm so excited.
I'm happy to be here too.
She's the best energy. all right, Auntie. Okay.
What?
You gotta save some of that enthusiasm for the questions.
Okay. We got Obama in the building. What do you want? Barack Obama here.
Ohana.
Barack
You better
Obama.
put some
Nah,
respect on
people
his
be
name.
saying that too.
I'm
That's be
telling
hilarious.
you,
So
I
many
thought-
people say that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a compliment.
I think
no, thanks. I don't take
Thank
no
you.
offense.
Thank you.
I think
That's one of the goats.
the best way to set this off is for somebody like Auntie who might not be familiar. How would you explain who you are and what you do?
I feel like I'm a music artist, so I feel like my name is Ohana Bam. I'm from Chicago. I make music. I'm here to impact the world. That's it.
You're from Chicago. You better watch out.
Yeah, don't play. Exactly. Exactly.
bang, bang, shoot him up.
But Auntie, you know, he's gotten a lot of placements outside of just Chicago. I mean, he started out in Chicago. He's expanded. He's in movies. The songs are on TV.
Wow, nice.
Major things happening for this guy.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know, we did an interview a while ago. We kind of caught up on some of the history, which people could go check for.
Yeah.
Since then, you've been making major moves this year. I think you're over 5 million plays on the Spotify. I think
Yeah.
close to 7 now at this point.
I think we definitely up there.
Going
we
crazy.
did 7 million this year. So we did 7 million for 2019.
So since I seen you last, I mean, everything's up 999% on just across. Like Alicia's shaking her head like, yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah.
What were some of the plays that you made since we connected about a year ago that's kind of made things skyrocket this way?
There's been so many, bro, but a lot of the biggest one that kind of really helped I didn't expect was the All Roads Lead Home in the Hobbs Shaw movie.
Okay.
So I had like one of the main songs in like the main scene of the movie, which was super dope. They used it for the trailers and it ended up just going crazy. Like a lot of people was Shazamming it. So at that time, like Shazam had started this playlist like for the top Shazam songs in the world. And I was like #1 on there. So everybody around the world was literally in the theater like Shazamming it and looking up like, what is this?
Nice.
You know, so
I mean, that's one of the highest profited movies, I think, this year.
this shit,
Like,
yeah, it was.
serious.
It was crazy.
How did you connect that dot? Was it just luck, or did you have somebody that kind of like was a fan of the music?
Yeah, so that's what it was. The director of the movie was like a fan. I did some music previously on Fast 8.
Okay.
So he was already like a fan, and then when he heard the new song out already, he was like, "This is perfect, like for the whole campaign." So that basically was like the song of the movie, you know.
Have you seen the movie, Auntie?
No.
No, you haven't seen?
No.
Oh, you gotta put her on.
You gotta go see that. It was dope. It was actually a good movie too. I was kind of scared, like it was a spin-off. You know, like having so many Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Like it's on Fast 9 now. Like how much more creative can you get?
It's the
Like,
9th spinoff.
but exactly. But it was dope. It was dope.
Have you got a chance to like chop it up with the director at all and like give your feedback on the movie and the visuals? Because I'm sure you were a fan of Fast and Furious way before that.
Yeah, I was. I didn't really get to talk to the director, but more like the music.
Okay.
You know, the music supervisor, so the person that was over the music, and they was relaying the message to, you know.
Gotcha.
It was like, yeah, the director loves this song, so you know, so it was dope just being a part of that.
Is that the same music supervisor that got you these love and hip hop looks, or is that a
Nah, that's
completely
something
different
else.
set of fans?
That's something else. Yeah, that's something else. That's something totally different. Like all of these things, like are like I'm getting in tune with different music supervisors. So like once like in the sync world, like once you get in there, the song kind of goes into like a catalog to where it's like these are like the top sync songs or top, and everybody knows it, you know. So like when they're looking for music for different commercials and stuff, they have the songs already on their radar, like the top most
Gotcha.
syncable songs or whatever's working.
It-
And it's like my music just works for all of them, you know?
I was gonna say, for people that don't know sync either, it's not like you could just send them like a crate of songs and be
Nah.
like, use these. Like you have
Exactly.
to select like certain records. Did you like handpick like 5, 10? Like how many do you send in to get so many different placements? Because I mean, it's an
for
uphill
me,
battle.
what I do, like when I'm creating the songs, I want the songs to be able to work for multiple things. So I don't like I could drop one song, and that year that one song is working for all of these different films and music. So it's being able to like have the right lyrics and making the song broad enough to be able to fit different commercials or different brands and different,
All right.
different areas.
So, Auntie,
What's
as
up?
somebody who wasn't familiar previously, how do you feel about that song? That's something brand new you haven't heard yet. Your fresh ears have had their listen. You've met the artist behind the song. What do you think?
The lyrics are dope fire. The beat is fire. His freckles on his nose, fire.
You can't try and holler at
My
our
dog.
guests, Auntie.
We got something in common.
You don't have freckles.
I
on your-
do have freckles. Let me wipe
She
the
said she
makeup
gotta
off.
come off. Yeah.
I'm trying to hold out on talking about his freckles.
You
Yeah.
see, Ohana, Instagram Auntie and I, we started going live when I was at the other station. I was
Go
doing
with the
overnight.
grapes.
She don't sleep. She just be up all night getting
chill.
lit. She be on CC show and Kev and
Everywhere.
she all over the place.
I'm outside.
She outside, right? I'm outside.
she got her own song, which I'll send you after the show so you can listen and give your honest feedback.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, yo, you're working on some things too, Auntie, right?
Yeah, rap music.
I'm sure Ohana's working
Come
on
with, yeah.
Yeah.
rap music as well.
Yeah, rap.
Maybe a different flavor. Get some bigger placements, but you're gonna get there.
Mike, I'm already there. You just don't know it.
That's a fact.
I'm
She
there
got a
with
radio show.
Nursing homes all over the world is listening to my song. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, I mean, we
Yeah,
know
I'm here.
what you working on next. What you working on next, bro? What's happening? Are you back in Chicago? You home
Yeah.
working on music?
I'm in LA right now. So
All
I'm in
right.
LA finishing up the project. I'm putting a project together called Naked Silhouette. So it's like an EP I'm working on, like a little 7-8 song EP.
Okay. Nigga Silhouette's a fire name.
Yeah, Naked Silhouettes. It's on some like fall time shit, some winter time. It's that cuffing season type shit. So I'm trying to get these records out. It's feel good music,
I love that you went to LA to make fall feel good music.
Yeah, like, exactly. No, but really, a lot of these songs are songs I had sitting for a while, like
Okay.
that I felt like just it was time to put out.
And then you
So, like,
working Flushing.
Exactly. So that's really what it is.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then now with these songs that you're gonna put together, what's the plan with them? Is it just outside of like visuals, obviously, and sending
Yeah.
the handful to sync? You have a project on the way or anything like that?
Well, that is the project. So Naked Silhouettes is the project.
Okay.
So like it's gonna be like that's like the pre. The
I'm
pre-
sorry, not a project, a tour to follow up
Oh,
Naked
tour.
Silhouette.
That's what
My-
I'm trying to do. Nah, you good. Nah, but yeah, I definitely want to tour. That's probably like why I want to get this music out so that I have something to tour.
Okay.
So top of the year.
Production wise, I see on here it says produced by Ohana Bam for the All Roads Lead Home.
Mm-hmm.
How's the production on this project? Since you've been working on it for some time, is a lot of it your hands on? Is it that you've collaborated with people on this?
Yeah, a lot of my homies. Are on the beat. So like, you heard DA got that dope. That's
Yup.
one of my close friends. That's actually me on that tag. Every time I
Really?
say that, yes, a lot of people don't know that.
That's fire.
That's my voice on that. Bro. So that's the homie DA.
Are you getting paid every time he uses it?
That's my boy. I could have did that, but I did
Honestly,
not.
just know if you use anything like that, you better.
I don't use other people's
That's it.
beats.
Look.
I have my own beats.
Beat, period.
Period. Pooh.
Boo.
So you got DA got that dope on joint.
Yeah, my boy Sean Meta, David Phelps, another one of my guys, Charles Loss, super dope producer. My boy Ye Ali, we talked about earlier.
Yes.
is on this project.
I want to ask you how all these producers feel about each other because I feel like it's a lot of big names, but
Yeah.
I feel like you're not a guy who's about big egos. It
Nah.
seems like everyone's cool.
These the homies. Everybody I work with got to be genuine relationship. Like that's the only way I work.
See, yeah, Alito is a big name in his
He's doing his
industry.
thing. Nah, that's a fact.
How did he become homie?
That's we both from the Midwest.
Okay.
He from Chicago, Indiana. I'm from Chicago. So when I was in LA, some mutual friends introduced us like, man, y'all both dope. Y'all both gotta work. And when we met, it was just like, That's one of the homies forever.
Does somebody like that come with like different advice than people that you had previously worked with that maybe helps you like up your game, or is it a different approach from every producer?
Nah, he's definitely different. Like I feel like me and him, especially, we both learn from each other. Like he does a lot of placements in different ways though. Like he does a lot of writings. He did a lot on the Chris Brown last album. But he does stuff in a different vein than me. Yeah.
She loved Chris Brown.
Chris, yeah, exactly. So he dope. He up right now. Exactly.
Yeah. Look,
she need Chris. Look.
Yes.
Nah, she loves Chris. Do you have any questions, Auntie?
I'm stuck on Chris right now.
But nah, I mean, that's incredible. The fact that you got to connect with Ye Ali as well as like some of the homies is dope as hell. When are you expecting this to drop? I know you said maybe not this year.
Yeah, hopefully like the top of the year. So like January, February, everything should be together.
Okay.
Just wanted to give it that proper preparation. Try to get some like events and shit planned. I want to do like a wine and paint. That's the type of vibe I'm coming. I'm trying to do like, you know, some different activations, some cool shit to partner with the project.
I definitely have the perfect venue if you want to wine and paint in New York. We just went to a spot. Gina, what's the spot called? Paint and Pour. Boom. This spot's called Paint and Pour. So we gotta link you up with them if you trying to do something.
That'll be super dope. I definitely want to do that.
Love that.
Yeah, we'll connect you. I drew a SpongeBob, but word, not for nothing. Nigga played a project too.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Like have people come through, maybe paint the cover art or something. Have an instructor there. Had a cover art, had them come through, paint it, play the project. Just do something different. Like I don't want like a regular listening party. Like I want it to be an interactive. You know.
Have you done anything like that before? Because I literally did the first one, and I don't think you realize like how genius that idea is to just tie the music, the part,
and everything together.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you do one in New York, definitely I'll link you with them.
Yeah.
I'd hope you're going to be doing some stuff in Chicago, though, too, soon, right?
You already know. Both Chicago, probably New York, and L.A. I'm going to try to make all three of those stops.
Amazing. While we're on Chicago, obviously, I got to mention, we lost somebody yesterday.
Yeah, crazy.
Bro, too wild.
Bro.
One thing that I did feel about him is that of all the artists who are out here open about, you know, the things that they do in their personal time, he was somebody that I don't think necessarily was like a party animal when it came to. Did you and in this game, or did y'all know each other at all?
It's really crazy. Like we know a lot of the same people. We went to the same high school.
Wow.
He was a few grades younger than me though. But yeah, like we both, you know, we walked the same hallway. So it was like we knew a lot of the same people. I know a lot of his like manager Bibby, a lot of people who was like on his up and coming, like when he was coming up, that was like really supporting him and really going hard for him. That I'm seeing how they affected by it. It's super crazy though. Like somebody so young, talented, legend. Like, and it's just like, you know,
and a good person. I gotta say that. Like, you know, no disrespect to some people. There's not a lot of solid people in this game.
That's a fact.
He's somebody who definitely was always solid. I mean, coming from the same high school, what kind of like circumstance, like growing up in that high school, I'd assume that stuff kind of comes more with the industry than the upbringing. Is that the case?
That was the industry. I feel like that was the effect of like blowing up so fast. Like he was 19 or 20.
He just turned 21.
He just turned 21, but like when he blew up, like it was.
Oh yeah, 19.
Yeah, you know, so like being that young with millions of dollars and no really like, so can't nobody really tell him nothing, you know, at that point. So I feel like he was just tapping into a lot of shit in the industry that are really just and then already going through a lot. He always admitted to having like
to being stressed out,
that he was fighting within himself, you know. So like when you got all this money and you going through all this stuff, it's like sometimes you tap into certain vices or stuff that you should, you know.
He just wanted to be numb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know? I think that's the thing. Like it's unfortunate, but a lot of us is kind of that net that like you fall back on. It's not always like the safest place to be. You know what I mean? Like if you kind of, you know, you're not in the spotlight, you don't have people that's looking at you as this kind of star. You're able to kind of get around friends that might be able to
say a little
instead of
and
keep
a lot
it
of
to
people
yourself.
Were saying stuff, you know, too. But like when you up there, like when you touching that much, like a lot of people don't be listening. Like when it's you and you the star and you like you hear what people telling you, but it's like, are you really gonna be disciplined enough to do it? Like, do you want to do it?
Straight up. And not for nothing, even just being real age.
Exactly.
Like,
you feel me? Like, bro, 21, come on, man, you living like when I was
Yeah.
21, like I wasn't really like, you know.
But that's the problem. Like, not for nothing, an article came out that, like, aside from anything else that was found with dude, he has 70 pounds of loud in his bag. And my first thought was like, well,
70
God
pounds,
for
bro.
like, you know, like if this never happened and you would have just got caught on some regular, if you were sober and only smoked weed and got caught with that much, that's an irresponsible
for
decision
real.
in itself.
It is.
So
It is, bro.
it's wild, but
It sucked that it had to happen that way, bro. Like,
well, I hope people learn from it. Like really,
Nah,
and
for real.
and I'm glad that we got people like
and
you
I feel like that's
navigate
really what
well.
it'd be lessons, you know. Like I feel like when people like that go so young, I feel like everything happened for a reason. So I feel like a lot of people taking it in the way that they needed. A lot of people needed to see that, you know what I'm saying, and needed to see like how it could, you know.
Well, I mean, shout out Lil
Legend.
Mosey. He went on Twitter today, was like that he's done. Like, and a lot of people's like Ski said, you know, another friend, and it's just like, I think it's unfortunate that the same way we say we got to be around our friends, you know, in times where they might need help, in times where we lose somebody, the people that Juice had worked with, that he had spoke to, that he had touched along the way, I think that really is going to sit with them, especially since a lot of them are kids, you know?
It is.
So,
It is.
rest in peace, which kills me to say, to Juice Wrld. Ohana Bam, I appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry to end on a sad note.
Nah,
You from Chicago, man, and
I
I
had to tap on that though.
yeah,
It's
and
only right.
the fact y'all went to the same school is crazy.
bro.
That's wild.
It literally, an article just came out on it. Lyrical Lemonade did an article on my high school and all the like people that came out of my high school,
It's wild.
and that just and now this, you know, that was like a couple weeks ago too when they dropped that article. So like,
Nah, it's crazy, man. Shout out to Lyrical Lemonade though, always hosting the interviews, showing love. I
Always.
think that's a great,
yeah.
like the way that Cole and
I know
Monty
he was super
and,
close with Juice too. That was part of the.
well, I think they
what blew
were.
him up.
Yeah, they were responsible.
They
really
were in the beginning
for helping them take off. Yeah, nah, it's wild. But shout out to them. They doing incredible things. I seen they built a new office. There's awesome
lit.
stuff happening.
Basketball court, they lit.
Straight
Nah,
up.
they super lit. Yeah.
And you lit too, bro. There's a bright future coming. I mean, we said it last time, and clearly you rose to the occasion. This man did crazy views, streams, placements, everything this year.
Oh boy.
How can they keep up with you, with this tour, with everything that's going to be coming to follow up with this project?
Yeah, you could just follow me on all my socials. I'm gonna be announcing everything, keeping you updated on everything at Ohana Bam on everything. OHANABAM on everything.
Fire. Auntie, do you have any last words? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, your music is fire. I like it. I'm gonna start following you now.
There
Thank
we
you.
go.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
We appreciate you, my brother. Let's leave him with some Juice Wrld. You know what it is.
Yes,
Station
sir.
Head. Hip Hop Mike, the IG Auntie. Ohana Bam, thank you, bro.
Love.